I just want to bring up, I'm here setting up to do this reading with the fairies for you, my Capricorns, and there was no wind, a butterfly, and there was no wind until right now. The air fairies are coming through for your May reading, my Capricorn. I'm not joking, it was dead quiet. There was no wind, nothing, and they know I'm connecting to the fairies. Now they're showing up, the air fairies. Oh my gosh, see? The air fairies wanted to be in your reading today, my Capricorns. How freaking magical. Now you see all these butterflies showing up too. Without any further ado, let's connect to the magical realm of the fairies for you, Capricorn. Let's see what the fairies have for you for this May. So let's begin. I set the highest intention for Capricorns to receive the guidance and messages that they need for May of 2026. Yes, if you hear me giggling, just know that I'm tapping to the energy of the fairies. And if you want to build also the beautiful bond with the fairies and want to receive your own personal reading and beautiful messages from the fairy realm, I will leave my details below so you can book that fairy reading with me. Yes, how exciting. Okay, let's see what the fairies have to say. I'm so excited for you, Capricorns. And the fairies are excited for you. I can feel their excitement. Excitement's in the air. Yes, my Capricorns. Okay, my beautiful fairies, what do Capricorns need to know about this May of 2026? Transformation. Wow, you got the fairy transformation. This fairy tells you you're ready to surrender to a transformation in your life that is happening for your highest good. Yes, the fairies are so excited for your transformation, my Capricorns. Embrace your transformation. The best yet to come. The fairies are so excited. I can't stop giggling. The fairies are so excited to jump in, enjoy with you. I can really sense that from the fairies. Yes, I am a fairy whisperer. I do magical fairy work with my fairy friends. So, my Capricorn, just know this is a time for you to get your fairy wings this May for you. And the fairies are so excited. Yes, time to bring those fairy wings your way. You're opening up. No wonder you saw the white butterfly. If you didn't see it, like go backwards a little bit and you'll see the white butterfly. So I won't be surprised you're seeing those butterflies in your path, my Capricorns. Right now I see a lot of white ones. So how exciting. I love my butterflies. I love my butterfly friends. Yes, you might end up seeing also feathers, coins, and in places that you didn't expect. You might end up seeing numbers, especially the 111s. Yes, that you're about to start a new fresh beginnings into your life. So the fairies want you to embrace this fresh new start, this fresh beautiful transformation, magical transformation that you are ready for this May. Now all this bunch of butterflies are starting to appear right in front of me. So expect more butterflies to show up. Look at her, and look, butterflies all around her. Butterfly here, butterfly earrings, butterfly right there. You're ready to receive your beautiful butterfly wings, my Capricorns. It's so exciting. And the fairies are so excited for you. I can really feel their beautiful energy. Let's see, what else does the fairies have for you, my Capricorns, for this May of 2026? You got She of the Lotus, Throat Chakra, Sacral Chakra, lastly, Soul Star Chakra. You're just getting all the chakras. No wonder you're going through a magical transformation, my Capricorns. Wow. Okay, so now let's tap into each one individually. Part of this transformation is about going deep within. You're really traveling within your depths of your shadows to find the light, to help you, to get you out of this caterpillar phase into a butterfly. Because that's what your soul is ready for, my Capricorns. You just ready. Your soul is ready. Maybe you felt in some sort of way that something is coming. I feel like something is shifting within myself. I just can't explain, but I feel like something is coming. Yes. What you're feeling, Capricorn, is exactly what is coming in your way. And I'm just confirming it to you. And the fairies are just confirming it to you as well. Wow, so beautiful, so magical, and so powerful. Let's clarify Shield the Lotus. Let's see what the fairies have to say. So already see 7, 7. So 4 plus 3 equals a 7. 7. 7. So I wouldn't be surprised you're seeing a lot of 7s. Let me know, Capricorns, let me know. So the fairies want you to know to have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. Everything takes time to grow, Capricorns. I know sometimes you might feel impatient, you want things now, but it doesn't happen that way. Even pumpkins takes time to grow. Flowers take time to bloom. So you're on this little seed, Capricorn, okay? So the fairies want you to know also is like this, when you go within what you want for yourself, what you want for your future, start planting those seeds right now. Start planting it. Maybe you want to open up your business. Maybe you want to start something new, right? Well, just take the first step. If that means doing some research, right? That means maybe watching certain videos. Again, like, do what you need to do, but take the first steps. You're doing that or collecting certain things for your next creation. You're already building that. You're already putting that little seed, and the fairies want to help you plant those seeds. That's why you're going loud within. Or some of you could be the job, and you're like, I feel miserable in this job. Yeah, I feel like some of you has to do with like a job that makes you really unhappy. Like, am I gonna keep staying in this job forever? I really feel really unhappy here. Or in your current situation, right? Yeah, I feel really unhappy here. I just want something better. What the fairies are saying, that there is something better for you, my Capricorns. All you have to do is start planting that seed. This is why you're being aware. This is why you're going within your shadows, to realize there is something more. And the fairies are helping you invest, and they're helping you really grow your seeds for your future. So just be patient with yourself, with your process. Even your process and transformation you're going through you're blooming. It takes time, okay? To really make your wishes come true, it takes time. Everything takes time. Just be patient. But what matters is you already planted something in dirt. You're already planting your first seeds, and that's what truly matters, because you're already taking the first step. No more waiting, and start doing it now. Start planting right now, because the dreams that you want to create for yourself, the life that you want, is just not gonna happen out of nowhere. You want to get out of that job that makes you feel miserable, unhappy, or in that situation. Well, you have to be willing to take the first step. The fairies want you to know, and the air fairies, yes, they're here for you. Even when you're going through a lot of inner work, it can be also very exhausting and draining. So the fairies want you to know to rest, to take some fairy naps. Yes, I'm going to start saying fairy words. So yes, my beautiful friend, you're my fairy friend, okay? Yes, rest up if you have to, and then when it's time, boom, just start planting something so you can get out of that situation. And that's part of your shift. You're part of a transformation. Wow. Look, the throat chakra. And what is that? A butterfly. Look, more butterflies. Even in front of me, more butterflies. Oh my gosh, yes, butterfly transformation. You're ready for this, my Capricorns. You're ready. The fairies see it. Yes, and I know you've been feeling it too. Let's see what the fairies have to say about throat chakra. Wow, that one really jumped really high up. So this is what the fairies have to say for the throat chakra, my beautiful Capricorns. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. So you feel like it's just too much for you right now, too overwhelming. It's okay. Take a step back. Again, rest. Take time to rest, because part of this resting is you being in this cocoon. That's your resting. Okay? You're resting right now. You're in this cocoon phase until you're ready to bloom into your beautiful fairy wings. Yeah. So just be aware that, my beautiful Capricorns, it's okay to rest up, because you're just in your cocoon phase right now. And the next one is manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate. You know, my beautiful Capricorns, see how this is her. She's looking at herself in the mirror, but she's a goddess. But when she looks at herself in the mirror, she looks like someone that's like very insecure. She doesn't believe in herself. But the fairies want you to know, own your fairy power. You are a fairy goddess. You're a fairy god, okay? So you are that fairy king. So have confidence in yourself, Capricorns. Don't let those self-doubts bring you down. Stop you to create that life you want for yourself, Capricorns, okay? This is why you're going along within. Walking your talk, right? Walking your talk. This time to walk your talk and go for it, Capricorns. See what you can do right now. And then one step at a time, and see what you can do the next day and the next day after that. So take one step at a time. So believe in yourself. And you're receiving so much guidance, my Capricorns. But sometimes when you are in your head a lot, right? You're self-doubting yourself and you're saying all these things to yourself, but you're overthinking, that sometimes it's hard for you to receive that wisdom from your intuition, from your beautiful fairy guides. Sometimes hard to listen when you're chattering, overthinking in your head, when the solution is right there, right in front of you. So what's going to really help you get out of your head and into your heart space is by meditation. That's going to help you a lot. So you can call in the fairies of your highest and best. I'll call in my fairies from my highest and best to come into, my meditation right now. What kind of guidance you have for me, my fairies, and leave your heart open and see what kind of feeling you might get or thoughts will pop into your head. Okay, so just be aware of that, because you're being too distracted, right? You're too distracted, right? Because you're in the job that is making you unhappy. You're in the situation that is making you really unhappy. You're too distracted in the negativity. You're too distracted in this, when there's literally opportunity being offered to you, Capricorns. There's going to be an opportunity happening. Maybe you're already seeing it right now. But you can lose the magic. You can miss the magic when you're too focused on what's making you miserable. It's easy to be distracted, to emerge into that. But there's magic right in front of you. The fairies are showing you. Because again, you're up in your head a lot. But see, the magic is in front of you, because it's being shown, kind of like the butterflies. They keep appearing all around me. So pay attention to those signs from the beautiful fairies, my Capricorns. You're being shown. You're being shown. You're being shown. You're being shown. So time to speak your truth. Maybe tell your boss, this is the end. Tell that person who's bringing you that drama, this is it. Right? This is time for me to choose myself. Okay? Maybe that means you speaking up to somebody. Only you know your situation, Capricorns. Wow. Because you're going through a lot of clearing in the sacral chakra. It's right below the belly button, the sacral chakra, and it's the color orange. This is the color of co-creation. Look at that, wings, more wings. Oh my gosh. So it's about releasing, let it go, to really step in your co-creation powers, to become that fairy godmother, to realize your own divine power within, your own fairy power within. So be assertive when it comes to what you know is right, the fairies are saying. Everything's going in your way, a good person or a company to work for. Go after what you want. Know that you have someone faithful your way. He also has his staff. Look, yeah, I am a king. I'm a king. I'm going to go after what I want. A king takes the necessary steps. That's why you have to go through this clearing for purification, so you can see your own fairy power within yourself, to sit on your throne, to be, you know what, I'm in charge of my life. I'm going to go after what I want now, because right now is the time. See, now with the Empress, the Queen and the King, it's about coming into union. And that's what's happening within yourself through this sacral chakra clearing. So the fairies want you to know that, like, that these two are coming into union. They're coming into one. Finally, you're working together. Because the Queen has this, gives birth to this great idea of inspiration. She gets those ideas, right? Again, core of creation. You're giving birth to something amazing. Your new, fresh beginnings. And then the King, okay, what do I need to do to be where I want to be? What kind of next steps do I need to do in my life? This thing just came to me that I love. Now I'm going to do the steps that I need in my life to bring that success into my life. Right now they're working side by side. Yes. So walk away from this honesty, the fairies are saying. It's something that said bring you happiness, joy, and peace into your life. Then they're not meant to be with you, Capricorns. And you're being shown what that is. Could be that miserable job that you makes you really unhappy. That, again, that situation that you're in is making you feel really miserable. Well, time to walk away from that. That's what I'm saying. The sacral chakra is about letting go and releasing, for you to step into the highest version of yourself. This is why you're getting your magical butterfly wings. See that? He's looking away from those people, from the situation. I deserve the best. And I'm no longer giving you my energy, my power away to that. That's it. That is it. It ends here. It ends today. See, now you're claiming back your fairy power within yourself. Yes, 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 yes. With the soul star chakra, immersion with the divine. You know, you're really tapping into your higher self, bring in the knowledge that you need to help you in this new magical adventure for you, my Capricorns. Let's see the soul star chakra. Do the right thing for the right reason. A spiritual minded community. Yes. You know, through this transformation, it's like you could be meeting new friends, new fairy friends. Maybe you walked away from that one, right? Those people that were just bringing you drama. Or maybe that job, and you find a different job where, like, oh my gosh, like now you made new your true fairy friends and you're excited. You met someone in common. Yes, it's super, super exciting. So finding that community, right? It's part of your transformation. And news worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or birth. Friends you cherish. Something exciting is coming your way, and the fairies are letting you know that, my Capricorn. Exciting times. I'm telling you, like way before I even said it, and before I started this reading. What did I tell you? Magic's in the air for you for this May. I said it way before this even showed up. See? Double confirmation right here. And the fairies are showing you too. Ooh, now I see an orange butterfly. Yes, the orange butterfly represents that you are on the right path, my Capricorns. You're heading in the right path. Yes. That's so beautiful. So expect great, fantastic news to come your way through this magical transformation that you are experiencing, my Capricorns. Yes, I love this reading so much for you. If you're interested in your own fairy reading and really want to build a beautiful special bond with the fairy realm and want to meet your own fairy god as well, I will leave my details below. And I want to thank the beautiful magical fairies for this amazing reading. I also want to bring up, if you're interested in fairies, anything, everything magical, if you want to see what else I do in my life besides readings and spiritual videos, I'm posting all those exciting videos and behind the scenes and art videos and so much more on my Patreon page. If you'd like to join, I'm super excited about that. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more magical fairy readings just like this. And I love you, Capricorns, so much.